Hey all you zealots and zerglings, and don't you feel special, because you get to watch yet another team mono battle. I remember when I first started bringing up the concept of mono battles, some of these guys were a little bit sketchy, but recently they seem to be all for it, and we're just having a grand old time. And here we have Dunamai as the blue Protoss, and his ally Contrarian, the green Terran, who's been Protoss for a lot of these mono battles, but now he's going to be stuck doing something a little bit different. And who is he going to be sending his Terran forces against? Well, Spartan, the purple Terran. And Wolfpack, the yellow Zerg. The map is Biolab, monobattle style. Boy, I really flubbed that one up. So it's technically a 3-on-3 map, but we have some 2s on there. And oh, wait a minute, we got to find out what units we're going to be dealing with right now. And whoa, something is really... This must be a slightly different map, but let's see. We got Dunamai going Stalkers, and I should have said no Stalkers. We've had Stalkers every single game. Someone's like, Protoss, I'll do Stalkers. And we got Wolfpack is doing Roaches. We got Marines from Spartan and Siege Tanks from Contrarian. So let me see if I can figure out who's on whose team again. We have Dunamai and Contrarian are together, so we got Stalker, Siege Tank, oh, that's an interesting combination, and then Roach Marine. So pretty base units. Contrarian's going to have a little bit of catch-up to do because his units are going to be the hardest ones to get out. Because, you know, Siege Tanks are sort of like tier 2.5. So he's going to get them out quickly. But if Dunamai can get some fast Stalkers up, he will be able to defend for long enough. We are going to be throwing down some blockades, but remember, you got this big, huge ramp here, so walling off one side is not going to do much good, especially when the Marines and the Roaches just march up this ramp. And we already got a spawning pool down here for Wolfpack. Might be an issue here.
SCV ready.
Doesn't look like it.
SCV ready.
He seems to claim it's 3v1. It might just be because of the way this thing looks, which just might be a bug of this map. They didn't make this interface very cleanly. But no one seems to be complaining that they have no ally right now. And when I show who there's different people can view, everything seems to be okay. Oh, getting a fast reactor. So not going to go for any of those upgrades. He's just going to try to pump out Marines here for Spartan. And we do have the Roach Warren out, almost out here for Wolfpack. So we're going to be soon seeing some attacking forces here from our northern friends. And do we have why is he getting an engineering bay? He's going for missile turrets? Oh, maybe to counter any Roach Burrow, which might be a little bit early. It's going to take a while to get Roach Burrow because he's got to get up lair tech first. And research Burrow, and I'm sure he's going to want to build up some decent roaches before that happens. So I think it's a bit premature to have to worry about burrowing. Well, not only does he have to research Burrow, he has to also research tunneling claws. And you do have an orbital command, so I think this engineering bay doesn't make a lot of sense right now, unless I'm confused at what exactly it is Contrarian's going. He's going tanks, right? Yeah, he's the tank guy. And there goes his first factory. Do we have any Stalkers out yet for Dunamai? One Stalker out. He really needs to advance that out to help defend his ally, because if something hits here right now, if a bunch of Roaches, or a bunch of Marines walked in here, then Contrarian would be in deep trouble. But it doesn't look like we have a lot of units left, but Spartan has now gotten his Marine production up. He's got his reactors going. A little low on the minerals. Yeah, I gotta get those mules out. He needs to get a lot of minerals. And definitely doesn't need a lot of gas. He just needs gas for upgrades, which tell me he's not gonna get a tech lab. He's not gonna get any upgrades. No combat shield, no stim, no engineer. He's the one that I could see getting an early engineering bay. And are we getting any? Whoa, that's a lot of drones. That's right. You go droning up there, Wolfpack, and he is taking expansion too. Let's get a quick unit count. See what we've got. We got 1 Roach, 8 Marines, 2 Stalkers, and Contrarian still trying to get his tanks. Oh, sensor tower. That was a good call right there. That's why he got the engineering bay. He wants to keep track of the movements all across the map. But there's not a lot of a threat until these Marine forces moves out. But he's got 3 reactors pumping out max capacity, so he could have a pretty scary army move out here any time. But no upgrades for those. Not even combat shield. But then again, no one's getting any upgrades yet. We don't have a forge here for Dunamai. We don't have any Evo chambers here for Wolfpack. What is he producing right now? Oh, now he's producing up some roaches. And you want to get some lair tech up. He needs more, obviously he needs more minerals, but get the lair tech up so you can start getting some of them fancy roach upgrades. So no one's really going for any upgrades yet. But these Marines are moving out, and this could be devastating. There's not much here. They're going to see this coming, but what do they have to defend against? We do have some stalkers, but he's got to move these stalkers out to help defend. Because, oh, but okay, it looks like he's moving the stalkers forward, but you gotta be careful. You don't want to lose these. You can do pretty well against these Marines if you micro correctly. It looks like Contrarian may have to cancel his expansion, but oh, is he gonna let it finish? Is he gonna lift it off? What is he gonna do? But here come the stalkers. Did not get a lot of damage on that command center, so I guess the expansion will survive. Oh, and here comes a siege tank, which is not gonna do too much damage to the Marines until he gets siege mode, but they will clean this up. So they will be able, Contrarian will be able to secure his expansion. And if we get that siege mode out, we are getting that siege mode. Oh, just about finished, and that will be very, very helpful. And getting double armories. I think it's a bit early to get double armories. You don't even have double factories. I get a second factory out first. Start your upgrades, and when you're building up enough money, then get the second armory. But I think it's a bit premature for that. And Wolfpack is expanding again, so he's going to be on 3 base. Spartan's taking his second. Still only on 3 barracks. Still no tech lab to research upgrades. Still no engineering bay. Still no Evo chamber for Wolfpack. Still no lair. And, oh, we do have a forge for Dunamai. Not yet researching any of his upgrades, but maybe he wants to get a decent army up first. There we go. Now he's getting the +1 attack, which will be great against those Marines. Well, it'd be great against those roaches too, obviously, because stalkers do 14 damage against armored, and the upgrade. Oh, plus did they do double attack? No, they don't do double attack. Some units do double attack, but it kind of looks like the stalkers shoot at 2 bolts. But I guess that only counts as 1 blast. Grabbing the sensor tower, or the Zelnaga tower. The sensor tower is what Contrarian built right here. This nice little bad boy. They gotta be careful. They don't want to get out macroed. But I almost think this game could go to whoever gets the upgrades quicker. And Dunamai's the first to upgrades, and he does not have any upgrades coming out of these armories yet. And there's coming a second factory and a third factory. That is what he needs. And gas. Gas. Looks like he needs gas. Oh, he needs to get these saturated. That's what he needs. Definitely needs to get these gas saturated. And can he borrow anything from Contrarian? Contrarian is getting a little high on the gas. He might be able to spare some with his stalker force, which only costs 50 gas. And ooh, looks like they where are they going? Not really sure what they plan on doing over here. There's nothing over here. There's no base. There's no ramp. Or maybe they're just trying to avoid the sensor tower. They are just out of range. I'm not sure where those SCVs are going. Look at, they're keeping out of range. You might even wanted to build a second sensor tower over here because these units are just slipping past. Oh, wait a minute. You should be able to see those with the watchtower. Where is he going? I was about to say, you've got the watchtower. Oh no, where are they going? Oh, they're going to go right into your main Dunamai. You got to pull back quickly, quickly. Oh, this could be bad. You got to pull back, Dunamai. Hurry up, Dunamai. That's a lot of units, though. And where are the siege tanks? And you got to grab as many stalkers as you can. You can't go with just partial force. He's going to start losing his gateways. Actually, he was in a good position. Those roaches were not attacking. And it looks like they got shared control right now. Why are you retreating your stalkers? They weren't fighting back. You're going to let your base die? What are you doing? Dunamai, defend your base. Do something. Draw them out. Do anything you can. There you go. Sniper roach. That's what you got to do. Dunamai is in trouble. And where are the tanks for Contrarian? How many tanks does he have? Where is tanks? He has no tanks. He's producing 1 tank. What happened to his tanks? This is going to be bad because Dunamite now lost any unit production, and Contrarian has got, like, no tanks. Although he can kind of pincher them in here and do a lot of damage as they try to escape, but then Contrarian's going to be... Oh, we do have the Tunneling Claws, but we don't have Burrow. The Tunneling Claws is worthless without Burrow, but that does mean he did finally get his Lair Tech up. And he's not researching Burrow. He's getting the upgrades in the absolute backwards order. And going for double Evo Chambers now, which may be irrelevant at this point because Dunamite's base is in big trouble. And you need to evacuate the probes, or attack. I don't think he's got enough probes to do attack. He's going to lose all of his probes. No, he did not have enough probes to defend that. He needed to evacuate, and I think this is over. His production facilities are gone. He needs to abandon his probes. He needs to get a probe out of there, but a probe is not even going to escape at this point. I think he lost his opportunity to escape his probes. Oh, well, he does have this expansion here. Missed that. And it looks like Contrarian is going to start leapfrogging his siege tanks. You've got to get these sieged up. Move these tanks forward and siege them up. You're just letting his base die. Contrarian, help him out, please. His base is slowly dying. Why are these tanks not sieged up? And draw them back to the tank that is sieged. You can still save this. Pull back to the tanks. Pull back to the tanks. Siege up. Do something. Ugh. Well, he lost quite a bit, but he can still salvage it. But they're going to be way behind now. Way behind. And now it looks like he's going to... Oh, is he going to throw up some planetaries? Oh, that would be super sexy. I want to see some sexy planetary fortresses right there. But are they going to have the time? Because here comes a large force. I don't think he's going to get those planetaries up in time if these guys move out right away. And again, these Tunneling Claws are absolutely worthless. Please tell me he's researching Burrow. He's not researching Burrow. And he's researching melee attack. He doesn't have any units that can use that. You know, he doesn't have any units that can use that. Oh, he sees his tanks are unsieged. You gotta siege up. You gotta siege up. And I don't think his command centers got done in time. And now they're just gonna try to run around the army. They're gonna do quite a bit of damage, but now they're just running around. And I don't think that planetary is going to make it in time. Because these siege tanks are not in range. Pull these siege tanks up here. Pull these two siege tanks up here. You've got to try to draw them into your other tanks. Oh, but they're going to ignore that. And now they're going to go for Dunamite's other expansion. Did he have a chance to get another Nexus up there? He did. I don't think he placed it right. Well, maybe he did. Maybe it's fine. But now this base is going to go down. And they've got nothing to defend it. He's going to try to get these tanks in position. You've got to be careful, though. You got to be really careful. Oh, he's going to wipe out these roaches. Oh, and look at those roaches burn. But I don't know what he's going to do about this force. Oh, you don't want to unsiege all your tanks because you're vulnerable. Every time you unsiege, you're vulnerable. Oh, you got to siege up now. Oh, no, he's going to be vulnerable. These tanks are all going to get wiped out. Eventually, after the lag, they will all get wiped out. Oh. He did not micro his tanks well in that battle, and that is going to be it for that. And now they've got nothing to take out this force. Does he even have a cybernetics core? Okay, he does still have a cybernetics core, but he's going to abandon the... Oh, he's going to try to take that base. They're desperately trying to get anything out that they can to stop this force. They're getting absolutely decimated. And they're not using their defenses to their advantage. If you retreat to the planetary fortress, you can wipe this force out. But you're not using your... Run to the planetary, run to the planetary, run to the planetary! No, run... Okay, well, he's gonna go try to lure them into the planetary. And I guess they will fend this off. And now they've got a stronger front here. And he's gonna try to put up another planetary, but I think they're way behind now. And where's the next roach force? Yeah, there's the next force. +1 here. The Marines, no upgrades yet on the Marines. No combat shield. Do they have stim? He hasn't even built another barracks. You imagine how many Marines he could have if he had built up more production facilities. You can get... Oh, there's another one. No add-on on that. Get a tech lab on it. Get some upgrades. Oh, here comes the next attack. And these tanks need to be sieged up. But now they got a planetary, and he's got to get his SCVs here to repair this. You've got to repair. Send everything here to repair this now. You've got to send your stuff here to repair it. The planetary is not going to last if you do not repair it. And these tanks need to be sieged as well. Oh, he's not repairing. Repair it, Contrarian. Repair it. There he goes. He's going to try to repair it now, but it might be too late, and his tanks are not in position. And there they go. They're going to siege up, but the planetary is going to go down. And the siege tanks siege up. They're going to start shooting. But now they're going to get the units right on top of them, and they're going to get destroyed. Oh, he did not execute that one well. It's the right idea, but it was just way too late. And he's got to cancel these. Cancel them. Cancel it. It's not going to survive. You got to cancel it. And I think that was it. I think that was their last gasp breath. The game may go on, but I don't think they can come back from this now. Dunamai cannot get up a Stalker Force. Contrarian keeps losing his tanks. And I don't know where these tanks are going, but they got to get back here and defend. And he's going to lose more tanks because they're not sieged up. I mean, siege tanks do a lot of damage, but you really need the splash damage in this situation. Wolfpack is going to get right on top of those tanks and take care of them. And you do not have enough time to get up a wall of planetaries. Unless you can kill off these roaches. He did manage to get his base back online, and he did manage to start researching Blink. But, okay, it looks like he did cancel those. He realized he wasn't going to get them up, and they just, And Dunamai's going to give the GG, and Contrarian's going to give the GG. So it looks like the Roach Marine just was too much for them. So I hope you enjoyed yet another Team Monobattles, and have a day.